Welcome to today's video, where we'll dive into the surprising realities of two major pillars in the fashion world, fast fashion and designer brands. While both significantly influence global fashion trends, they differ greatly in quality, ethics, and their impact on the environment. In this video, we'll break down how each operates, the unseen costs associated with your clothing choices, and what these choices mean for workers, animals, and our planet. By the end, you'll gain a better understanding of the hidden factors that influence your wardrobe and might even reconsider your shopping habits. Stick around. Fast fashion emerged in the early 2000s with retailers like H&M, Zara, and Forever 21 discovering how to mass-produce trendy clothing at prices that are easy on the wallet. But how do they manage to keep up with the latest trends so rapidly? The key is speed. Fast fashion brands can take a design from the runway and have it available in stores within just a few weeks. They accomplish this by utilizing inexpensive labor, mainly in developing countries, along with materials that are cheap to produce. While this system is highly profitable, it is built on an unsustainable business model. Fast fashion promotes a culture of buying more, wearing items less, and discarding them even quicker. But the lingering question is, what cost are we truly paying for those affordable garments? While affordable prices are enticing, the negative aspects of fast fashion are hard to overlook. The clothing industry's mass production heavily depends on sweatshops and low-paid labor in countries such as Bangladesh, China, and India. Workers frequently endure terrible conditions, putting in long hours for a mere fraction of a fair wage. Reports indicate that some garment workers earn as little as $3 a day, which is far below the living wage needed to support themselves and their families. The absence of workers' rights, inadequate safety measures, and forced overtime are unfortunately prevalent in these factories. Moreover, it's not just the workers who are affected. Fast fashion significantly contributes to environmental harm. The use of harmful dyes, excessive water usage, and synthetic materials like polyester, which can take hundreds of years to break down, are all serious issues. Additionally, the mindset of buy more, wear less leads to garments being tossed aside after just a few uses, adding to the growing textile waste in landfills. In fact, the fashion industry accounts for about 10% of global carbon emissions. It's evident that fast fashion isn't just inexpensive for consumers, it's detrimental to our planet and vulnerable communities. On the other hand, we have designer brands, high-end names like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and Prada. These brands are celebrated for their exceptional craftsmanship, top-quality materials, and hefty price tags. They embody a sense of exclusivity and luxury. However, just because something is pricey, does it guarantee ethical practices? Designer brands often promote their dedication to quality, yet they also encounter criticism regarding labor practices and material sourcing. Many designer labels are currently facing scrutiny for their use of exotic skins, fur, and leather, which brings up ethical concerns about animal welfare. Despite their luxurious reputation, these brands frequently lack transparency in their supply chains. While some luxury companies have made strides towards sustainability by introducing eco-friendly collections, utilizing alternative materials, or pledging to uphold fair labor practices, others still have significant work to do in mitigating their environmental impact. In summary, the luxury fashion industry has its share of imperfections. The ethical concerns surrounding luxury fashion go beyond just animal cruelty. Many luxury brands face criticism for their unclear supply chains and lack of transparency about working conditions. Although the high-end nature of designer items suggests better wages, this isn't always true for workers in low-wage countries involved in the supply chain. For instance, leather workers, textile manufacturers, and factory laborers in the luxury sector often earn less than industry standards with minimal protections. Additionally, creating high-end clothing tends to be resource-intensive. The cultivation of water-intensive crops like cotton, along with the energy-heavy processes required to produce luxury materials such as silk and wool, significantly harms the environment. It's evident that luxury fashion must confront the challenges of sustainability if it wants to stay relevant in a world that is becoming more eco-conscious. Now, let's talk about quality. One major reason people are drawn to designer brands is the exceptional craftsmanship. Designer garments are often handmade or meticulously crafted using high-quality materials, meaning they last much longer than their fast fashion counterparts. For example, a well-made leather bag from Gucci can last decades with proper care, while a similar bag from a fast fashion store might wear out after just a season. In contrast, fast fashion is focused on quantity over quality. Manufacturers use cheaper materials like polyester, acrylic, and other synthetic fibers which wear out quickly. The stitching is often poorly done, and garments are mass-produced with no attention to detail. While you may pay a fraction of the price for fast fashion, the longevity of these items is often much shorter. So when it comes to value for money, it's worth asking, what's the true cost of buying cheaper, lower quality goods? Sustainability is increasingly becoming a significant issue in both the fast fashion and luxury markets. The fast fashion model is fundamentally unsustainable, promoting overconsumption that results in enormous textile waste. However, luxury brands are also feeling the pressure to adapt. The positive aspect is that many designer labels are making strides towards sustainability, whether by utilizing organic or recycled materials or by committing to more ethical and eco-friendly production practices. Nonetheless, the reality is that the fashion industry overall, regardless of whether it's fast fashion or luxury, remains a substantial environmental polluter. Fast fashion may offer lower-priced clothing, but these items tend to have a shorter lifespan and a much quicker turnover. On the other hand, luxury brands create fewer pieces, but those often come with a greater environmental impact. Achieving sustainability in fashion is a journey, and the industry still has a long way to go. So, what's the real cost of fashion? It goes beyond the price tag you see in the store. It includes the hidden environmental and ethical costs. Fast fashion might appear to be a great deal, but it's important to think about the price paid by workers and the planet. Designer brands, while often providing better quality, come with their own ethical issues, ranging from animal welfare to environmental harm. In the end, the fashion industry is prompting us to choose between affordable clothing and ethical responsibility. The true cost of fashion is much greater than it seems. Ultimately, the decision between fast fashion and designer brands is up to you. However, it's crucial to recognize the impact of each purchase. By choosing to support sustainable and ethical brands, opting for second-hand items, or simply reducing your consumption, you can make a positive change. Keep in mind that fashion doesn't need to harm our planet or the individuals who create our clothing. Begin making more mindful choices today, and you'll be playing a part in fostering a brighter future for both the fashion industry and the world. Thanks for watching. I hope this video gave you some valuable insight into the world of fashion and helped you think about the choices we make when we shop. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's continue the conversation. What's your take on fast fashion versus designer brands? Share your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.